Yeah, so with all the riots that are happening in California, Las Vegas is considered peaceful, but meanwhile, January 6th is considered insurrection. How could this be? We, the American people, are realizing what is going on with social media, which is very easy to access these days. With anyone taking their cell phone that can record it, the whole America is seeing a riot going on. Cars are burning everywhere. People's stones are placed on vantage places that these things are happening. This is what we see in Europe, literally in the UK, that is happening. Paris is unrecognizable. London is unrecognizable. If this thing happened in the US, they literally want the West to fall. And there are people who are literally saying this. And the American people, if you are a citizen and you are supporting this idea, just know that it's going for a wrong direction. It's going towards a wrong direction. When President Donald Trump have encouraged the military or civil people to go and bring it under control.
It's more of a standoff now. A crowd of protesters on one side and fully kitted riot cops on the other. Just look at the scale of the deployments in Los Angeles. 4,000 National Guards, which is basically a reserve military force, more than 700 Marines who are active duty soldiers, and some 800 extra police officers. Just imagine the firepower on the streets of LA. It's unsettling for many locals, and understandably so. But President Donald Trump feels it's necessary. He says the violence could have led to an insurrection.
I wouldn't call it quite an insurrection, but it could have led to an insurrection. I mean, that was a lot of harm that was going on last night. I watched it very closely, and it was amazing that the job that the National Guard did. And by the way, the police were working very hard also. But, you know, the police are given instructions to be politically correct. I said, no, you don't have to be politically correct. You have to do the job.
Now, we know that Trump is an expert on insurrection, so we'll take his word for it. But does he have the authority to do any of this? Look at the deployment of Marines. Does Donald Trump have the power to station them here? Has this been done before? And will it be effective? Like I said, the Marines are soldiers, and soldiers do not have law and order powers.
The liberal media, the liberal Democrat leaders are saying he's not allowed there, the people are not allowed there to come and do the very job that they are supposed to be doing. So they want this to persist and destroy the state. I've been also wondering why people in California don't stand against this violence in their own state until I came across this video of a man talking about they tried their best. What the rest of the states don't know is they try their best and they do everything best.
To those who keep getting online and insulting us in California, understand, we actually believe that California is red already. But what y'all are not getting is we live under the most corrupt state in the U.S. Understand, California holds Los Angeles. It holds San Francisco. These are two of the biggest places where all your demons and witches do everything that they do. So they're not going to let California turn red as easily as they'll allow other places to turn red. Our governors are corrupt. We have voted red. We have fought against Gavin. We have called him out. We keep doing it over and over, and it still turns blue. Even this year, when voting got finished, California turned blue immediately. It didn't take any time to count. It just turned blue. And we knew immediately they did it again. So for the people who are outside of California and constantly commenting on California, you guys need to stop being stupid, stop voting blue. We're not voting blue. We live in the area that you all worship. When you love your Beyoncés and you love all your music industries and you love Hollywood and you love all that kind of stuff, and Kamala is part of San Francisco, and like, you guys have to understand, all those people are here in California. It's 10 times as hard to get California to turn blue because we live under all of the witches and the warlocks and the demons. They're not going to allow California to turn red as easy as other places. So instead of insulting us, pray for us. Lift California up. Pray to God and say, hey, help them there. But y'all get on here and y'all call us dumb and, oh, hey, California, you guys just keep voting for the same thing over and over. No, we are not. I live here in California. I'm in the Bay Area. I know for a fact we are not voting blue. Yeah, there's some people who are, but a majority of us are red. But no matter what we do, we literally just voted on a bunch of different stuff, and they just walk up and say, nah, we're not going to do it. It doesn't fit our agenda, so we're just not going to do it. And nobody stops them. There's nothing to stop them from doing it. California is being held captive. If you want to know this true situation, California is being held captive. Pray for us. Don't get on here and insult us. Pray for us. Thank you and God bless.
So I think anyone who knows how to pray and believe in God, we should pray for them the best way we can, so that these don't move all the way to other states within the United States of America. I think that's just a fair. Prayer is free. So we take 1 minute, 5 minutes, you say a prayer for California. I think it's not a bad thing, or to America itself as a whole. For we have to do this for our children's children to survive, because we are in a spiritual war.